You know, I will tell you such a thing that today there are no real Shiites, because these Shiites who position themselves as such, they are not Shiites. These are kind of against. First, figuratively speaking, Shiites are Salafis who are tougher than Salafis, because if Salafis relate themselves to Salafis, to the first Muslims, to the companions, and this are Shiites, now let's see where we can find Akans among first Muslims. Which Akans existed at the times of Prophet peace be upon him. Which taqlid existed. In Quran it is said, they are asking you for permission to go to war. But Allah knows better what is in their hearts. There it is condemned that these hypocrites under the veil of asking permission, under the veil of dependence to the authority of the Prophet peace be upon him. In fact they are postponing, sabotaging going to war. What is taqlid? Taqlid is having a spiritual mentor, modeled on the Christian priest. Spiritual mentor, a one who solves your doubts, who explains you how to believe, how to live and etc. No such thing in Islam. It exists in Christianity, but it doesn't exist in Islam. It exists among Sufis, but no such thing among Shiites and shouldn't be such thing among Shiites. What is Shiite? It is Shia Hazrat Ali peace be upon him, right? But, for example, if we assume that we are Shia Ali, we should build our worldview on the basis of the collection of speeches and messages of Ali peace be upon him. But when we introduce ourselves to worldview of modern Shiites in Iran, with worldview of Ayatollahs, with what they call Irfan, there is no anything even close to the collection of speeches and messages of Ali peace be upon him. There is a worldview of Mu'adhin ibn al-Arabi. He is an Umayyadi Sufi scholar who created a doctrine of Wadat al-Mujahid, which is a pantheism. If we look at the collection of speeches and messages of Ali peace be upon him, we will see that it is completely opposite to pantheism. It is radically anti-pantheism. In the worldview of Shia Hazrat Ali, who were his supporters, who supported his claim to power in first years of Islam after Prophet peace be upon him passed away, there is no pantheism. There are no Akans. There are no people who say they know more than others and on this basis claim a right of a kind of corporation, right? So following this we can conclude that everything that exists in modern Iran, in modern Baghdad, in Baghdad there is Huzair Najaf. They all have nothing to do with Shia Ali. These are Sufis. These are ex-Sufis. When Sheikh Hatay Ismail took power in Iran in year 1500, it was a Sunni location. There were tariqats. In fact, there were a small number of Shiites in fact, but what kind of Shiites? For example, like Qazulashi? They were extreme Shiites. They were in fact sectarians who went far beyond of what we can understand under term Shia and Ali. Yes, they were decimals. They were wearing turban with 12 red stripes. That's why actually they were called Qazulashi. But they were a part of Big Palette. If you look at the great poets of Iran, no one of them was Shiite. like Rudaki, Sadi, Omar Khayyam. They're all from tarikats. They all are Sufis. They just transformed themselves as soon as it was said to them that from today there will be a power of decimal Jafaridi madhab. Without getting into conflicts, any discussions, they said yes, okay, now we are Shiites. Yesterday they were Sufis, today they are Shiites. You just try to know who is their main authority. For the main authority is not speeches of Ali, even if they say so. Their main gold fund of their Irfan is Mu'adhin ibn al-Arabi. It is his follower after many centuries, Mullah Sadra. It is Geydar Jamal. It is a people who are Neoplatonists. The basis of their thought is Neo-Hellenic Neoplatonism. I want to say that in our world there are many things that called with one name but look completely different. People who call themselves Shiites are Sufis. People who call themselves Salafis can be more closer to Hazrat Ali than it is commonly thought.